thank you for joining. The workshop is about connecting companies and students, or students and companies, and keep them in the region. We work together with a lot of partners. My name is Meessen. Odoo is one of our partners. And to understand why I started this is, I have to tell you something more about my working experience. I worked for about 10 years for an employers association, so where companies come together. And the companies were always complaining that they couldn't find the right people, the students didn't know them, there was always something. But I also talked to a lot of students. And they said quite the same also to me. Because I cannot find the right companies where I can do what I would like to do. And who do I have to call within the company? So we did some research among the students, and we just asked the simple question, can you call me 5 companies? And I do it every time at each school where I go. If it's pupils or students, I ask them, can you call me 5 companies? And that's really difficult. And when I ask them, can you mention me what a company does? That's even more difficult. And if we go across the border, because we are situated in Maastricht, with half an hour I'm in Germany, with half an hour I'm in Belgium. When I ask them, can you call me a company across the border, I really have no idea. I know students from Hasselt that travel each day to Antwerp. When they travel half an hour the other side around, they can do the same. So we have to, it's a lot to do about this. So our belief is that we can help young people with their choices. So pupils and students, we start at the age of 15 years. We can help them with their orientation, not on professions, but on labor market orientations. What companies are there in your region? And what can you do at those companies? For example, when I was young, I wanted to become a plant manager of a fabric or something. But nobody told me that I should do a technical study. So I did a management study. And we still do the same. So we help them explore what's in your region and then choose your study, your field of study. And on the other hand, we help companies. Because I see a lot of companies with difficulties in connecting to young people, to students. We write 2 or 3 pages of text, and then hopefully they will read it. I say perhaps a video or a photo will work even better. So I always say a belief is nice, but then how do you do it? That's the most important question. So like I already said, we start at the age of 15 years. When a pupil is 15, you have to choose already in the Netherlands. So we help them with the orientation, who am I, what am I interested in. They can do a simple match test, do I take initiative or not. And on the other hand, we have got the companies. They also got their own profile, who am I, what am I looking for. And so they create their own network. We also are active a lot of events. Today, for example, we are here at this event. But I also see a lot of job markets, job events, speed dates. But how do we normally organize them? We ask the companies to come. They bring the banner. They put some stuff on the table. We send people and we say good luck. The traditional way. And then hopefully the student will meet the right company. But most of the time the match isn't going to happen. So for that we use our platform. And the platform is kind of LinkedIn. But we don't connect people to people. We connect young people, pupils, students to companies. So on the platform, a company creates their own pool of talents, which they can directly contact, and a pupil student creates their own network of companies and immediately knows who do I have to call within the company. And if you use that before an event, the event will get much more effective. Perhaps a lot of you have been here, you walked around, and hopefully you've met the right company. But can also occur that it didn't happen. So that's why we use that, and we make it even more interesting through serious gaming. At the back is our escape room. We also have got virtual reality glasses, and with that we visit schools. You have to be in the world of experience of pupils and students, not only text. So we do all kinds of things. We got the escape room, we do employer branding for companies, we got the events. On our platform, a student or pupil can also generate their own resume with the DNA of skills. I can show you later on. You can have a meeting, but with the DNA you see only your skills. And then you talk about your skills, not about how you look like. And we give a lot of guest lectures at schools. So it goes from UCLL to university to high schools and everything in between. And I always say, pictures say much more than when I say it to you. So this is kind of a rewind about last year. It will give you an idea about what we all do. It's in Dutch, but I think you will understand it even if you don't speak Dutch. Can you put the noise a little bit harder for the video? So yeah, kind of everything we do is in the video, but I will explain a little bit more about it. One thing we also do is, like I mentioned, a lot of companies are unknown. So we thought, okay, let's put the companies in the picture, and we organize an election. Who's the most attractive employer of Dutch Limburg? But at the moment, we're also expanding to Belgium, to the Belgian part of Limburg. So we just do an election, and the most votes wins. And last year, about more than 300 companies participated, and more than 10,000 votes. We also do it together with a local radio station. So you just put yourself in the picture, and in a company, a certain kind of eagerness happens. People say it when they go to the football or when they go to the tennis, they say, hey, you have to vote for our company. And people say, okay, I'm really proud of my company. And that's how you get proudness in your company, but also people voting for you. And it really works. Next year, we're also expanding to Belgium part. So if you're in Belgian part of Limburg, participate, and we'll put you in the picture. We also got a video about that, but I will skip that one. And something else that we do is serious gaming. Because, like I said, you have to be in the world experience of students, of pupils. So now when we go to a school, the first group starts with a guest lecture. They get from us a guest lecture in which they use our platform. We explain to them how do you go networking, how do you make a good resume. And the second hour, a group goes into escape room. You can try yourself. But we also ask them, now you had your first orientation, you did it on our platform. Perhaps you think you like logistics, or you think you like healthcare. Here you can use the virtual reality glass and you can experience it from the inside. And then the last step can be perhaps a company visit. But I see a lot where we start with the last step. Where we put a whole class in a bus, we bring them to a company, and most of them are not interested. You can do that much more efficiently. And last year we also won a prize with that. We won a prize at the annual Metaverse conference, was in Maastricht this year. And we won the best paper award. There were people from all of the world, from Korea to Australia, and they said, okay, what you do looks quite good. And this is an idea about how we do it at the schools. So this is a school in Germany. It's in Stolberg, it's near Aachen. And we also went there with the escape room. We also got a guest lecture. And we also used virtual reality. And in this case, you will see pupils. So they're at the age of 15, 16 years. But we also do it at universities. I can show you the same movie, but then it's, for example, the RWTH at the University of Aachen. And it's subtitled in English, so and it's in German, but it's not loud enough. So I already talked about the platform, and yeah, this is an example. You can also try it yourself. We got a platform for each country. So we got one for Belgium, we got one from Germany, and we got one from the Netherlands, because our school systems are different. So you can start at the Belgium, the Dutch one, and the German one, and everything comes together in our European website. So we got meettheyoungster.eu, and you can find every company and every student in all 3 countries. So for example, I've got here the profile of KLG. It's a big company in transport. They've made a profile. They can put job opportunities on it. They can put traineeships on it. They can put internships on it. For example, also one of our customers is Mercedes-Benz, the Customer Assistance Center. They have also got some job opportunities on the platform. And then as a company, they get matched to students. And they can contact students directly. So you've got a direct email address or telephone number. And for a student, it works quite the same, the opposite around. So you make your own profile, who are you, what are you interested in, and then you get connected to the company, and immediately you've got the right contact details of the right person within the company. So that makes it really easy. You don't have to go to the reception and 6 other persons to get to the right one. We also got some different matching levels. First you can fill in your interest and educational level, then you get a global match. But you can also fill in a simple match test. When I go out with my friends, I take initiative on that. So that says something about you. Who are you as a person? And companies also fill that in. I'm looking for somebody who is accurate, or I'm looking for somebody who takes initiative, or is communicatable, very strong. And then you get even a better match. I know what we're doing. We are growing in the Netherlands, Belgium, and Germany. We already also got an app, so it's available in the App Store and the Google Play Store. And this is me. These are my skills. But you don't see that I'm 46 years old and don't have any hair. You only see my skills. So the talk that you have with the company is only about your skills. And what we also want to do is the next step. Because it's different to work in a company with American owners, multinational, or you work within a small company. We also want to explain that to students. What are the differences? And what are some new developments? At the moment in our platform, you as a student or a pupil can also use our resume generator. When you fill in your own details, you fill in the match test and your details, your educational level, you can click on button and then you get really a good resume that you can use and share with other companies. We also have something that we call it's better than the working at website. Normally everybody has a website with their vacancies and there's really a lot of text on it. It's really boring. We said you can do it much better. So we can scan, this is our office. You can see our office in Maastricht. We scanned our office. But I can also scan your production location. So I can walk through your production location, through your office, and there I can also show what's the vacancy, what do you have to do. I can show you a movie, I can show you a virtual reality film, or even text. So that's much more interesting. This is also new. This is our career day opportunity. Like I said, normally when you organize a career day or a job event, you ask the companies, you send people, and we say good luck. We can do better. So we've got an event part of our website where we present all the companies present at the job fair, like today for example, and you can make your own profile so we can match you before the event. And even better, if I'm a student, I say, okay, this is my QR code, you can scan it, and so then we immediately are connected on the platform. And you as a student, but also the company can do a direct follow-up. Because that's important. Most of the time we forget to do a follow-up. Then I say an event is not that effective. You have to do your follow-up. And at the moment also new is that you can post a request on the website, on the platform. So if I'm looking for an internship, and I fill in my profile, I can post a request, and the companies that fit me as a person will get an email that I'm looking for an internship. And that's it. So I don't know if there are any questions, but thank you for your attention. Yeah, normally I would move, but with the mic I'm a little bit wondered with that. So if somebody has a question, just ask. Otherwise, try the escape room or the virtual reality glasses. My colleagues are really happy to help you.